another thing I wanted to bring up. At this point with TNA, you were only occasionally appearing, right? At this point, it
Yeah, yeah,
started slowing down because I was going to ask. I'm pretty sure the RF situation is what led to the TNA and Ring of
yes,
Honor split. So
yes.
you were firmly on the Ring of Honor side at that point, I would say, of the two, right? Or
100%. I mean, as far as where I saw myself fitting best, it was ROH. Now, I think I still because I wasn't contracted,
mhm.
so I kind of had leeway to go wherever I wanted. Like I wasn't an ROH regular at that point. So, and that's kind of what TNA was shying away from. They weren't letting their talent do they weren't letting any of their talent do ROH shows. They would have let ROH guys come do the shows if it was necessary, like a Punk.
Mhm.
And so, like, I had that open door where I could go back and forth if I wanted to, but I was also very one track minded, and I want to do this Ring of Honor thing. I think this is the best place for me, professionally, and just I had so many friends there that personally, I really enjoyed that locker room.
What did you think when the split happened where TNA wanted to distance themselves from Ring of Honor? Because for a long time, there was a lot of shared talent. Talent were
Yes,
getting
no,
good work on both. But at the same time, there is a level of opportunity when people are getting pulled out, and
yes,
spots
yeah,
open up.
and that's kind of where I was meant, in that mind frame. It's like I thought it sucked for a lot of the guys just because Ring of Honor was a great place for them. Because again, TNA is a Wednesday show,
Yeah.
so a lot of those guys were able to, do the pay per view on Wednesday and then do the ROH Friday Saturday double shots and make pretty good money. I
Mm-hmm.
know AJ was doing really well. Red was doing well. Like guys like that. And I thought it sucked for them. I think from the TNA standpoint, and that's the one thing I try to do in any kind of situation like that is I try to get both sides. I try to understand both sides' angles.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with them or not is irrelevant. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
trying to see where a company or a person's standpoint is, and I get it from the TNA standpoint. Like, hey, we can't associate with a company whose owner is now in jail.
Yeah,
Like, I get
and
it.
I think at this point they were starting to venture off where they were starting to get into the TV. So it
Yeah,
was probably even more crucial. You can't I get it. I get it.
yeah, this thing is like just imagine if AJ gets hurt Saturday in Dayton and you
Mm-hmm.
you don't have him for TV for 3 months,
Yeah.
right? Like, so like I understood their standpoint. I also I felt bad for the Ring of Honor, for everything in Ring of Honor because everything dropped.
Yeah.
So it's like just even because Jimmy was doing an angle with AJ at the time over the Styles Clash,
Mm-hmm.
and like they never got a full clean payoff because AJ wasn't allowed to come in.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
uh, but but on the other side of the coin, hey, 8 roster spots just opened up.
Yeah. If
I'm only
8 people are
I'm only
moving
one
up,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm only one guy. I only need to take one of those spots. I don't need all 8.
No, that makes a
So
lot of sense.
so yeah, so it also opened up for opportunity, and that and I think those TNA guys, it worked out well for
Yeah, I think they did pretty good.
them.
Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, I think they're doing all right today.
Yeah, Daniels landed on his feet. He's